They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches.
There he goes! The 40! He's at the 20! Touchdown Seminoles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense has the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, I remember in our day, man, you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties. And you're right, speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Got it. On the line, it's Adams. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. On third down, he drops the throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Touchdown, Noles! Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football on an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field. All the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Trying play action. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run. They find holes in zones, and they get good matchups, and man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back up trying to get that offensive spear flaming. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Puts it on in midfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways.
Touchdown, Florida State! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is real. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Adams.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the...
That's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. And on 4th down... try to put 3 on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to a big throw there.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Mississippi State, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's turning it on. Sweet cut there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window... too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This is a hard game and a hard... to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually some big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Give to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Let's it fly. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Eastern Michigan.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
Your boy KC has you covered here. Guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll ride the hot hand. Got room to work. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. End off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The screen, he's got wheels. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great 1st half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise, we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Noles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Nothing went right in that 1st half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this 1st drive for the offense.
Yeah, the 1st possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be patting my...
There he goes. He's at the top. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got a snap, it was Jameis Winston's debut. 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
49, Mississippi State, 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's got it on the line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision of the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Adams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Boom. Ryan's his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hey, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Leaves it with the running back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Seminoles are on the move. Off play action on first down. Caught. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the... more. Touchdown, no! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. There he goes. Picks up the first down. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver. Put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Rides to back and leaves it. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give out of the gun. Hard running there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Finding an escape route. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there. Huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Okay. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Noles have it with a 1st and goal. The quarterback takes a knee. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight.